goodness, such ominous music, such a dreaded start. Let me lower that audio really quickly. There you go. Sorry, hear it just a little. Hello, happy Saturday. Haven't been on for a bit, and honestly, didn't really know what I was going to stream today. A little game frustrated. But I think I'm just gonna try and power through Beacon Pines to get it finished because it is time to start doing the Comic-Con panels. So I want to get through those in the next couple of weeks before I head out to San Diego. So I don't want to leave Beacon Pines in a cliffhanger. I really want to finish it. So let's hop to it. I don't even remember where we left it off. I think we did
every step taking him further away from everyone and everything he knew, and closer to destiny.
I don't remember this. I know we left it on we were gonna pick a new word that we hadn't picked before. So I think that's where it was. Fierce twinkle flashed in Nat's eyes. Luca Van Horn, we're going to save the world. Chuckle, Nat turned and walked west. Dumbfounded, Luca followed him, trudging through the snow, every step taking him further away from everyone, everything he knew, and closer to destiny. Okay, so he and his frenemy Bully had gone through the original Beacon Pines before it was reconstructed during that 1 week where everybody left to be in some hotels where they cleaned up the place after the bad harvest. But it wasn't that they went back in time. It's just they moved the town. You know, they gaslit everybody and said, "This is where your town is, not where it used to be," and everybody just took it for granted that it was. Um, so this little kid that lives in there comes up to him while he's freezing his tuchus off in the snow, and he wants to go home. He wants to go home, so now he's following the kid and show him how to get home.
To be continued in Beacon Pines, Pines Harder.
Yes, and they left it with one of those, haha, just kidding. This is not the end of the game cliffhanger.
Revenge served cold. Second time's a charm? Wait, that's it? This ends with a crummy cliffhanger just when it was getting good? I was even starting to like Iggy. No way. I refuse to be associated with some never-ending parade of sequels. Let's go back and find something more definitive.
So now we have to pick a new word, a new charm. Where we are, we've already picked accept and refuse, so we have to backtrack. We find something, a branch we haven't picked. And honestly, it's been so long, I don't remember. I think it's going to be somewhere to the left. Yes. So we got a new word, and this one is where Gran was about to blow up the town because she was gonna drop some chemicals into the fountain hole, and Luca just started crying. But that didn't stop Gran from blowing up the town. So now let's see what happens when we just hum instead of beep. Amid a blur of emotions and memories, Luca's mind flooded with questions. Wind calmed, as if to give him the stage. In the stillness, he began to... Sleeping, we're gonna go hum.
And in the stillness, he began to hum. After the death of his father, Luca had trouble sleeping. Each night, his mother would sit at the foot of his bed and hum a gentle melody. It was the only thing that could calm his mind. The only thing that, however briefly, could make it all seem okay.
Oh, and this is where we are. Okay, so our grandmother, that may or may not actually be our grandmother, is, I think, our mother, who may have gotten a dose of either the aging charm, or she just, she just got old, and that's why the owner of the drugstore is kind of into her. Maybe he remembers who she was before, and she's just hiding as her grandmother, because apparently her grandmother, Luca's grandmother, already passed away. So she just left and came back under the assumed name of her mother. So I think this is actually Luca's mom, now dressed as his grandmother. How he doesn't know his own mom, I don't know, but okay.
That melody pervaded every memory Luca had of his mother. Shivering in the raw snow, he began to hum it out loud. Gran lowered the torch, listening closely. As recognition slowly set in, her heart sank. Those countless nights of consolation, the incomparable loss they shared together.
Luca's father died.
She let the torch fall to the snow and sizzle out. A few steps toward Luca was all she could bear before dropping to the snow herself. Through a flood of tears, she began to hum along, note for note. Luca lifted his head in astonishment. The last time he heard that melody was the last night he saw his mother.
Do you know? I'm so sorry, my little buckaroo. The only people who call me that are my dad and mother.
Luca blinked through blurry, watery eyes, trying to see more clearly. He could just make out the impression of a familiar face. He peered across the snowscape at the woman on her knees. Something about her was undeniably his mother. Only smaller, older, changed.
That's right, buckaroo. Mom!
Luca sprinted as fast as he could toward his mother. They held each other close, and the cold retreated from their bodies.
Eleanor? I thought you were gone. You should have known I would never abandon my son.
Eleanor looked down at Luca, tightening her embrace in an appeal for forgiveness.
You're a smart man, Joseph. I thought you have pieced it together by now. You were exposed. Mom, I don't understand any of this. What happened to you? Where did you go? Why did you leave me? I never left you. I was always right here, Luca. Why did you lie to me? It tore me up, Luca, but I did it to keep you safe. Never lie to kids. It's not good. Thought that getting answers would help us both move on. But the more I discovered, the more I realized the danger we were in. Until perennial harvest was stopped, it was better if everyone thought I was gone. You could have trusted me. These are bad people, Luca. They won't stop until they get what they want. And they don't care who gets hurt in the process. Then what do we do? We have to stop them.
Joseph slumped into the cold, wet snow.
They can't be stopped. This is too big. I tried beating them at their own game. I'm done fighting fire with fire. Or ice with ice in this fire with ice in this situation.
For the first time in a long time, her voice felt like her own again.
No more lies. I see now there's a better way to stop perennial harvest. The cold, hard truth.
Luca gazed down at Nuncreed with pity. He looked small. Joseph stared into the snow, as if searching it for answers.
Come on, everyone, we've got a party to crash. I don't understand. He always wins.
Chapter 9. The Devil You Know. 7 months ago, Eleanor Van Horn crept down the maze of sterile hallways under perennial harvest. She stopped in front of the large steel door marked Deep Engineering. No turning back now. She raised a trembling hand. The stolen keycard worked as promised, and the door buzzed open with mechanical efficiency. She was immediately hit with the smell of disinfectant. It was some sort of laboratory. In one corner was a desk covered in papers. Across the room stood a tall metal pod with hoses protruding from its base. She rushed to the desk and began shifting through the piles of papers. They were experiment reports on something called Tempus Liquamen.
Liquid time.
There were dozens of them, every one stamped failed. Eleanor heard the sharp echo of footsteps approaching. She was out of time. Her eyes scanned the room, eventually landing on the strange pod. Muttering a curse under her breath, she dashed over and dove inside.
Oh, I think she dosed herself while she was investigating. Meanwhile, back at the party. And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I am tickled pink that we will all be making that choice together. How great is that? This man is a liar. What? Shush, I will not. This town has a dangerous secret and perennial harvest only exists to keep it hidden. Nonsense. They picked up the whole damn town and moved it right under our noses. You aren't making any sense here.
Mr. Kerr addressed the crowd with a sarcastic tone.
Imagine such a thing. It's absurd and just plain impossible. They promised they could fix the foul harvest. They told us they would clean this place up. We just had to leave town for a few days. But while they had us evacuated, Mrs. Hartford, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to. You're afraid of a lot of things, aren't you? You sniveling little worm. This is growing tiresome. A little help, please? Don't you all see? This festival is a sham. And not a sham wow, it's a sham boo. An excuse to have the whole town gather in one place. They're planning something awful. I don't know what, but these people are wicked. Don't listen to her. She has absolutely no proof. I am the proof. I'm Eleanor Van Horn. And she's going to do a dramatic reveal and take off her headscarf, right?
Whispers filtered through the crowd.
Well, aren't you as sneaky as the dickens? We all knew Valentine's fertilizer was too good to be true. And now this whole town is paying the price. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so sorry about this disruption. My associates will take this obviously perturbed woman somewhere comfortable so that she can get the help she desperately needs. She's not the one who's disturbed. You two-timing clown. He had to hitch his pants up before he kept going. You all know there's something wrong with this town. It was just easier to look the other way. The truth is, oh my god, slow clap. Okay. That's quite enough, Mr. Nuncreed. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness. What if the little adopted kid is not a kid after all? Maybe this is the fertilizer working backwards in time, and instead of dying, the original owner, Valentine, got a dose of rejuvenating serum instead of aging serum.
Torment dragged on Joseph Nuncreed's face.
What? Yes, sir. Oh my god, this kid is running the whole town. Take them away. I thought he was just this poor little adopted orphan, and he's been secretly pulling the strings this whole time. No, I want them to see this. The ever-tempestuous Eleanor Van Horn. You've been quite the thorn in my side. Like a weed that's burrowed in where it doesn't belong. I must confess, you look dreadful.
He paused for a moment, plucking a piece of fuzz from his sweater and discarding it to the ground.
Consider yourself in rare company. You've managed to pull one over on me. It won't happen again. I knew you had some sort of plan to disrupt our little party. But alas, I expected something a bit more impressive than incoherent rambling. No matter, your failures are yours to bear. Mr. Kerr. Yes, sir. It's a shame it was cut short, but I thank you for that rousing oratory. I will take it from here. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. You have done quality work for me, William. You can look forward to the recompense we agreed upon.
Kerr gave a bow of deference.
Founder, you are most gracious.
Gasps rippled through the crowd.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket.
He's gonna age himself in front of the whole town, and they're gonna be like, it's the Founder Valentine.
In one smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist. A hushed horror gripped the crowd. This is a story about change.
What? No! Ah, so you didn't see that coming. Good.
Sharper examined his new hands.
Well, this is quite the improvement. Everything looks so much smaller now. Eleanor was right about one thing. This festival was a ruse. I wanted you all to witness my glorious return with your own eyes. Why does everyone look so downtrodden? This is a celebration, people. Maybe it would help if we set the mood. Mr. Kerr, be a dear and reveal the sign. Ah, wonderful.
Sharper choked out a crude squawk of a laugh. Frustrated grumbles sprinkled through the crowd.
Sharper, you malicious bastard. Okay, we have a new charm. You can make a new decision. I'm glad you're back so I can tell you to your face. You destroyed this town. We ain't gonna let you get away with it again. Sorry, this is not the time for audience participation. Some assistance, Mr. Kerr?
William Kerr gave a subtle nod to the clipboards.
You coward. Does anyone else have something to contribute?
A helpless quiet settled over the crowd.
I thought so. Did you all truly believe you could be free of me? A town of complete and utter fools? You people should be celebrating my return. Clearly lost without me. And that leads me nicely to my children. Daddy? I gave you both the greatest gift a parent can give. The opportunity to prove yourselves in my absence. Oh, they're setting off fireworks just outside my study. It's way too early for 4th of July celebration. I'm gonna set off alarms or alarms in this house. Sorry, it was just at the most like interesting point of the reveal in this story, and bombs start going off in my backyard. Squandered opportunity to prove yourselves. To say I am disappointed would be an understatement. But I silenced Augustus, an adultus speaking. I don't know which is worse. A son who is completely hopeless, or a daughter with such potential who inevitably lets me down. Eris, you fail me with admirable consistency. Thankfully, I was counting on it this time. Father, I have been wasting my time, dear. What have you accomplished? I was focused on cementing our legacy. Legacy? Who needs a legacy when you can just live forever? But what about... It's all right, kiddo. I'm afraid you suffer from a complete lack of imagination. There's no helping it. Now then, where is Joseph? You didn't take the opportunity to slip off, did you? Oh, there he is. Everyone should give him a hand. None of this would have been possible without Joseph. I think you've said enough. Nonsense. The people deserve to know how helpful and loyal you've been. I only did what I did because he left me no choice. You always said choice. You are simply too weak to. No matter. Cheer up. You're about to be rich beyond your wildest dreams. You should follow Mr. Kerr's example. When I found him, he was in a sorrier state than any of you. An aging actor desperate to recapture his youth. He played his part, and soon he'll be able to play the leading man again. Forever, in fact, if he remains loyal. That goes for all of you. Well, those who haven't already frittered away my goodwill. Beacon Pines is mine again. And I am willing to share its spoils in exchange for absolute loyalty. Are you saying William Kerr was never in charge of perennial harvests? Ah. You think that puffed up blatherskite could have accomplished all of this? Dawn, I suppose it's time for your big exclusive.
Sharper addressed the crowd with indignant pride. He'd planned this moment for so long that now, at the deed's fruition, it almost felt frivolous.
You see, I needed a figurehead to hold things down while I orchestrated my return. Someone to misdirect, lie, and bilk this town for a spell. So I invented William Kerr. Take your bow, you've earned it.
Mr. Kerr flourished a preposterously elaborate bow.
Trixie Montesquieu, thespian extraordinaire, at your service. Founder, I just want to thank you again for this opportunity. It truly was the role of a lifetime. Wait. So this Bill Kerr was a patsy all the whole time? Oh, with the puns. Now that your secret is out in the open, what's to stop this town from rising up against you? Oh, that's the delicious part. Fear. Thanks to our clipboards, I know what each and every person in the town fears the most. And I will make those fears manifest for anyone who steps out of line. The choice is simple. I am not afraid of you. The young hero. I've kept a keen eye on you, boy. You and your friends made a habit of disrupting my plans. What a pity. If things would have gone a bit different, might have had your moment of triumph. But that's fate for you. You can't do this. Oh, but I can't. I have won. Never underestimate what a great man can do given time. Now time is my plaything. Perhaps the most expensive thing I've ever bought, but well worth it.
Sharper coughed up one final laugh and cracked his knuckles.
Enough chit-chat. Let's get to work, shall we?
And so, Sharper set about remaking the town in his own image. The fertilizer factory soon reopened for business. Sales rose steadily as more and more farmers across the countryside began to swear by its miraculous properties. Beacon Pines became famous. A secretive town that, for the right price, shared its gifts with all. Gifts that became more and more necessary in a world where winters grew longer and longer. The end.
We're gonna have to go back and fix something else.
This is wrong, but things are becoming clearer now. You can feel it, right? We can't let Sharper win. He might just be the key to this whole thing. Let's see.
There's gotta be a place where we can employ Malice. Oh, here we go. Shame Malice. Let's try this. Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncreed. Kind eyes warmed a stern face. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him.
There was a malice lurking behind those eyes. Like a trap ready to spring. Luca felt the weight of Nuncreed's hand on his shoulder.
So the first time round, he shoved us into the phone box, and we were never heard from again. See what happens this time.
Something wasn't right. He didn't know why, but something was telling Luca to get out of there.
I just want this all to be over. Of course, I'm sure it will all work out soon enough. I should get going. I told Roxy I'd check for Rolo at the treehouse.
Luca twisted free of Nuncreed's grasp.
Of course. Luca, you know your dad and I were good friends back in the day. You can come to me with anything. So we didn't tell him. This time around, we did not tell him what we'd found or what we did when we visited the warehouse and saw him. He was the one that was coming out in the hazmat suit. And because we told him that, yeah, get away with us. Anything at all. I am not going to tell you squat, mister. Gonna run away. Flee. Supposed to go to a treehouse, but let's see if there's anything new. To library. Books to pen. Okay, let's go hear our preemptive origin. He looked down and muttered in a gruff voice. Mama always told me life is like a box of chocolates. My problems would look smaller once I grew up. Okay, so this is the part. I wonder if these dreams we've been having of ourselves grown up will get dosed with the fertilizer to ages, and things will take a different turn. But my problems always seem to go right along with me. Heavens, I sense big trouble ahead. Yep, now that we know this is Sharper Valentine, see what they're talking about. These festival decorations are a bit humdrum. Now, if I were to throw a festival, it would be a thing to behold. I agree, this is all more than a little sad. It's worse than sad. It's boring. What if we did a little something to spice things up? I'm listening. You know that festival sign waiting to be unveiled? It would be a shame if someone...
The two scurried off, eagerly formulating a plan.
Want to know what they're planning with the festival sign. If it doesn't say Sharper Valentine in big shiny letters and lights, I don't know. Identify yourself, please. Wait, what do you mean identify? Oh, she's trying to get into the building. Nellie, Edwell. Well, I work here now. I am unable to locate you on our staff roll. Well, I don't officially start until tomorrow. Mr. Kerr said I could come in early tonight to get a few things done. Hold, please. Clearance authorized. Thank you. Our harvest awaits. Not creepy at all. Whoa. You could get a wrench to that noggin, sink it up on a guy like that. Yeah, because he's got a wrench in his belt and is ready to use it. Don't scare a man while he's junkin', Sonny. He's going through the trash can looking for junk that's useful. Evening, Jeff. Isn't it kind of late to be junkin'? I might as well ask the same thing of you. Find anything good? Yeah. Ever since Perennial Harvest moved in, even the junk is trash. You can learn a lot about a person by looking at what they throw away. Throw away nothing, so you can learn nothing about me. With this sponge, it's all shredded paper and coffee cups. Well, I'd better get going. I didn't see nothing if you didn't see nothing. See what? Exactly. Okay, we don't want to talk to Clipboard, but maybe they have a clue. Howdy, Luca. Hello again, Pete. Not Pete, you silly goose. It's Toby. You could have fooled me. Well, hey, it's no problemo. The important thing is, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Yeah, I'm getting that impression. We're all part of something special, Luca. And it all starts right here in Beacon Pines. I got it.
Toby looked up from the clipboard excitedly.
That's right. So how about you start by telling me? Look, no offense, but I've got my own stuff to take care of. God, you joker. We're all part of this together. You'll let us know when you're free to answer a few questions. So, Sharper has not gotten anything from Luca then. So he doesn't know how to scare Luca. It was frozen. We could go over this. I guess we can't get wet. Kid with the butterflies or something. We missed the fishing dude. Maybe he has a comment. Hey Jetson, have you seen Rella come by this way any chance? Afraid not. As elusive as the fish in this here pond. Well, if he's not in the treehouse, he's been abducted. Rello?
He aired a long holler into the woods.
Where you are, I hope you're okay. At this point, I don't think he knows that Rollo has been abducted because they didn't make it out of the warehouse together. Like he ran and Rollo ran, but
Luca felt his eyes getting heavy and plopped into the beanbag. He conceded to its lumpy embrace.
okay. Waiting at the tree house in case Rollo shows up. I'm trying to remember where we left off this line. See if he's gonna get the radio going and he's gonna contact us.
Once again, Luca found himself in a vast black expanse. This time, he knew exactly where to go. He took a single confident step forward. The world flickered and pulsed. He found himself standing in front of the frigid air of a blazing campfire. The source. He plopped down cross-legged and gazed into the cold flame, waiting. Soon enough, the fire began to die out, popping sporadically, until all that was left was a single ember. Luca stood up and dusted himself off. He plucked the glowing ember from the cold ash, examined it, and slid it into his pocket, a keepsake. The voice of his father spoke behind him. "You made me proud, Buckaroo." Luca turned to face him. "Dad, what is this place?" A warm grin grew across his father's face. "A place where everything that has been and everything that could be all wait together." Luca found himself staring at his father's face, trying as hard as he could to memorize every single detail. "Wait? For what?" Another voice spoke out as Luca's doppelganger stepped forward. "That's up to you." Without knowing why, Luca began to weep. Is any of this real? Are you real?" Luca's father bent down to smudge away a tear. "Of course. I'm as real as the part of you that misses me." Luca turned to look at the older version of himself. "And you?" The doppelganger choked back tears. "I'm as real as the part of you that's angry he's gone." Does that make sense? Through his tears, Luca laughed. I think his father pulled him in for an embrace. "Time to go, Buckaroo." Luca was startled from his dream by a banging on the floor.
"You in there?"
A commanding voice rumbled from below. Just as Luca sprang to lock the entry hatch, the door knocked open.
Why would they knock and then open? You just opened it if you're gonna break into someplace. And Lucas should have locked it.
Chapter 5. Dangers big and small. Luca stumbled back. He heard the rope ladder creak under significant weight.
Uh-oh.
Keeping his eyes fixed on the hatch, he inched backward to the balcony. As his hand grasped the door handle, Luca froze. A large figure clumsily wriggled up through the hole.
Stop right there. Although has been aged. Or I'll... Sheesh, I know it's dark and all, but I figured you'd recognize me. Who are you?
The large figure cocked its head inquisitively.
Stop now or I'll clobber you with a baseball bat. Whoa. Take it easy. Luca, you need to get your eyes checked. It's me, Rollo. Nice try, but I know you aren't Rollo. You're like one of his random uncles or something. Where is he? Uncle? Luca, quit messing around. It's me. If it is really you, prove it. Flamin' chicken coop, Luca.
Luca's jaw dropped. He peered more closely at the man standing in front of him. Something about him was undeniably Rollo, only bigger, older, changed.
Oh. What happened to you? When I was running away, I ran into more people in those yellow suits. They grabbed me and dragged me away. What? Where did they take you? I know. They threw a bag over my head. It was cold and smelled like a swimming pool. I think it was an underground lab or something. They made my hands all big. Look.
Rollo proudly presented his hands to Luca.
He hasn't seen the rest of them yet. Pretty sweet, right? I mean, it wouldn't be my first pick for a superpower. But beggars can't be choosers. Fellow, it wasn't just your hand. My feet, too? Dang, Punch just made me new shoes. Wait, Luca, why are you so small?
Luca moved to the side and pointed Rollo to his reflection in the balcony window.
What the?
His hands shot up to his face.
Holy Toledo. Hello, what did they do to you? It made me drink some sort of green crud. Ew. Really wasn't too bad. It kind of tasted like licorice. I don't like the taste of licorice. I passed out and woke up like this. Then I sort of smashed open my cage and escaped. Wow, you smashed open a cage? Kinda. At least I think I did. It's all a bit of a blur. They had you in a cage? Who are these people? I don't know who did this to you, but we're gonna fix it. Fix it? This is awesome! Well, I'm just glad you're safe now. Luca, you don't need to worry about me. Sure, I got snatched, but look at it this way. I got snatched. I know where snatched people go. We finally have a lead on what happened to your family. Maybe you're right, but this all seems dangerous. Danger! Ah.
Rollo shadowboxed a few jabs.
I'll take them all on. Hey fellas, what's up?
With a yelp, Rollo dove behind Luca.
Rollo's already behind Luca. Take cover! Did I come at a bad time? Who the heck are you? This is back. Sorry, something truly bizarre just happened and I need help. I didn't know where else to go. So you're just hanging out here with your large adult friend? Oh, no, this is my buddy Rolo. This is your missing friend. One and the same. He seems a little old. I'll have you know this is a recent development. What the heck does that mean? Oh, I'm sorry. You're the one who just showed up out of nowhere. So we'll be asking the questions here. That's fair. How did you find us? Your silly little treehouse? I think you mean our silly little mission control. That's not better. I hate to break it to you, but your secret path isn't so secret. And I could hear your racket from a mile away. See, Luca, this is why we need to improve security around here. Not now, Rolo. Back, you said something bizarre happened. Yeah, but...
She shot a nervous glance at Rollo.
Anything you can say around me, you can say around Rolo. This has been a weird day all around, hasn't it? Yep.
Beck's eyes narrowed.
Okay, so it all started when I made it back home. My first order of business was to try to salvage my hair. Oh, that's right. She got a little of the green goo on her head, so she kind of had a little rogue white patch going. And she's wearing a beanie. I think it's not just a little patch anymore. So I dyed it with some stuff from the chemistry set my mom gave me. Okay. Just need to play it cool. Hope no one notices. Notices what? Nothing. I was just... Come over here and let me have a look. Oh, honey, what in the world did you do to your hair? Just kind of felt like a change. It's going to take forever to grow out. You were the one who said that change was a good thing, right? I was talking about your mother's new job. I was talking about us moving. Well, I guess I just took your lesson to heart.
Ilona tried to put on a smile.
Before I forget, I came up here to tell you that Nellie had to go into work. Right? And Mr. Kerr decided it would be good for her to get some things done before tomorrow. That Kerr guy seemed like a grade A creep. He is. Him and his weird cult of personality. You are not going to ruin this job for Nellie. It means too much to her. Oh, I know exactly how much. It means enough to her to exile her daughter to the podunk town. This place sucks. The people are weird. No, you just don't know them yet. Always cold. We're in the mountains, you'll get used to it. I can't even pick up a single decent station on the radio. So, banjo music and farm reports. You know, I grew up in a town not that different from you. Is that why you're better at talking to plants and people? So here's what we're gonna do. First of all, you're grounded. What? In the morning, I'll have Nellie come and see what we can do about fixing your hair. You need to look presentable for the festival. But not another peep.
She sighed, and after a moment, looked down at Beck sympathetically.
I know moving is hard, honey, but that doesn't mean you have to make yourself miserable all the time. Other people seem to have that covered for me. Oh, and if you've decided to rebel by dyeing your hair more,
She flashed a sly grin and tousled Beck's hair.
I'll just shave it off for you. Think of how rebellious you'll look then. Okay, don't threaten to mess with a kid in their hair. If they dye their hair and you threaten to shave it, it's first you're gonna be the one who's gonna be embarrassed that your kid looks like that because you made your kid look like that. But you might be giving them exactly what they need. They want to look different. They want to look like other people, but different. Because everybody wants to fit in, but be unique, and those two things don't coincide. I actually did both of those things. I shaved my head, and I dyed the back, the fuzz different color. But because I have a lot of hair, you couldn't tell when I let it down. I only shaved half my head, um, until I'd put it back in a ponytail, and then I'd have like, you know, nothing or fuzz or like bleach or like some neon color. So you might just be playing into your kid's hand when you threaten things like that. Very funny. Cute. Good night, sweetie. Good night, mom. Wait. First of all, this town does not suck. Second, you need help because you got grounded? No. I'm sorry you got in trouble. It's my fault your hair got screwed up in the first place. Don't worry about it. I actually kind of like this look. Great. Can we get back to the story now? This next part is the important bit. I have this radio upgraded with my mom, and I was too angry to sleep. So I tried to dial in something worth listening. Mr. Kerr, are you there? Oh, she tapped into the clipboard uh, frequency. Mr. Kerr. Yes, I'm busy. What is it? Apologies, I have the founder on the line. Patch him through immediately. One moment. Hello, sir. It's so nice to hear from you. Skip the pleasantries. What's your report on our new lead researcher, engineering? That would be Beck's mom. Nellie Modwell seems to be integrating nicely. This very moment, she's working to help us meet our deadline. She offered to work overtime before I even had a chance to suggest it. Excellent. Do you have faith that she's capable of finishing the work left by her predecessor? Her work must be complete before the festival. I will make sure she stays day and night until it's accomplished. Good. You know how I feel about Lucy. Once she has finished the work, make a determination regarding her long-term prospects in the company. Immediately, sir? I usually have more time to fully bring people to the fold. We are in the end game, Bill. After your failures with Dr. Prescott. Can't afford to take any risk. Of course, sir. No loose ends, sir. When she finishes the work, she will either leave the office committed to perennial, or she won't leave at all. Perfect. Sir, if I might suggest, maybe we should delay just for a bit. Oh? It's just, we seem to be rushing to the festival deadline. And rushing into things has caused some issues in the past. I see. Please understand that I just want what's best for you. I'm eternally grateful for all that you've done for me. Still, I'll make this very clear for you. I brought you in to make things run smoothly, not to have opinions. Of course, sir. Cannot go. You are only a few days away from everything you have dreamed of. Yes, sir. Oh, sorry. Thank you, sir. It's only 10. I'm only sleepy already. Just so we're clear, when they say loose ends, they were talking about murder, right? Like actually killing someone? Capital murder?
Luca gave Rollo a quick elbow to the ribs.
Who is the founder? I was hoping you guys would know. As far as we know, Kerr is the top banana at Perennial Harvest. He sounded scared of this founder guy. So we have an even topper banana field. What the hell is my mom caught up in? Has she talked about the job much? Not really. She said she was going to come in and continue the work for someone she respected. Look at, do you think that body at the warehouse was the person Beck's mom came to replace? That would make sense. Beck, it seems like Nellie's predecessor got loose-ended. I'm getting that impression. Okay, so we need to get your mom out of there before the festival happens. That's 2 days away. Just come home after work. The creep on the radio said we were going to hold her until then. So if she's not coming out, we gotta go in and get her.
Beck flicked a large sheet of paper out of her pocket and slammed it on the floor.
Maybe this'll help. You have blueprints? Well, it's really just a welcome out for my mom's perennial harvest orientation day. But it shows the layout. Sure looks like blueprints to me. Look, here's the reception area. There's a big room marked founder office. It even has the exits marked. Guys. We have a deadline. We have an objective. We have blueprints. Like Mission Impossible. You realize what this is, right?
Rollo started to wiggle with excitement.
I think we're heisting. This is officially a heist. They're gonna heist her mom.
Chapter 6.
Except this is Ocean's 3 instead of Ocean's 11.
The heist. They spent the night's end huddled around that small map, formulating a plan to infiltrate the headquarters of Perennial Harvest. It would be no small feat. A modern facility equipped with all manner of technology, not to mention the swarm of clipboards that would most certainly be scattered throughout. By the time the sun began to peek through the car window used as a makeshift balcony door, all were in agreement. This could just work. The final day before the festival would be used to prepare. They'd need to pool every resource at their disposal, pull every favor with a thread. Even enlist some unsavory characters around town with important tasks. Luckily, there was enough ill will and mistrust toward Perennial Harvest that alliances could be found at a bargain. Luca, Beck, and Rollo rubbed their eyes as they exited the treehouse. They hadn't slept at all that night. There was no time. The festival was to begin in 1 day, and they each had their assignments.
Alright, quick recap. Rollo, you're gonna talk to Roxy. Poor Julie. Without her and Fitz, this whole thing could go bust. Me, Cordial is my middle name. Huh? How do you plan to explain your new
He waved vaguely at Rollo's sizable figure.
Circumstance. She'll be so happy I'm alive she won't even notice.
Beck snorted an involuntary giggle.
And Beck, you're sure Ilona won't just and down when she hears it? She'll listen. And she understands the danger Nellie is in, the danger we're all in. Plan will make sense. Okay. That leaves me with Jeff and Iggy. How are you gonna persuade them? I'll think of something.
They each looked at each other with sleepy confidence and no.
Oh, good speed. Okay, time to enlist the help of Jeff. And then enlist the help of Iggy and Tish. Right. Time to go recruit so that this Oceans 3 becomes Oceans 8? Oh wait, Oceans 8 is the Sandy Bullock movie. So we're getting up there. Anything else over here? And inject. Wait. Oh, that's just closing. Time to look cool and chill in the beanbag chair. Yeah, maybe just for a little bit. Okay, no, nothing here. He has nothing to say to us. No, it's not fishing time. Where's Jeff? He should be junking. Where's the clipboard? Where's the clipboard? I'm actually yawning. It's not because I read that, although maybe it's subliminal. You ever wondered why an agricultural company employs an army of survey takers? The clipboards, they say they're just trying to make us happy. Do they want to make us happy? Or just figure out what makes us an important? So clever. I guess Mrs. Fratelli is getting ready for the festival. Let's see what our future holds. Undaunted, he shook his head. Over? No. Endings are merely a state of mind. Does that mean we're close? Are we close? This doesn't end until I give up. Wow. Admire the conviction. Can he really pull through? Can you please just... I know there's nothing there, but cooperate. It says not touching, except to touch it. But a good smack. Smack that melon. Okay, that's enough of that. There's nothing in the museum, right? Yeah, we've already been to the museum. So no. Okay, good. Here's Jeff. Here's our first objective. Hey, Jeff. What can I do for you? Well, I I know how much you hate perennial harvest. Hate's a strong word. Oh, sorry. I mean, I didn't say it was the wrong word. Gotcha. So, we're gonna break into their headquarters, and I thought you might be able to help.
Jeff wheezed out a long snicker.
Yes, see, I knew you kids were all right. Wait, so you'll help?
The joy in Jeff's face drained instantly.
Not a chance. But give me one good reason I should risk my hide aiding and abetting you rascal.
Looking into the sullen eyes of his would-be accomplice, Luca blurted out the first word that came to mind.
Okay, he likes junk. I think we can entice him with junk. Yeah, what of it? Sonny, I've got more junk than the king has copper. Ain't interested. Okay, so that did not work.
Jeff's hardware closed down about a year ago. The effects of the foul harvest stretched wide.
Okay, so at least it's not making me go through an entire storyline to go back to this. I'm getting another shot at the apple.
When there are no crops in the field, tractors don't need fixing. Luca wasn't ready to give up so easily. He shouted out again.
Okay. Maybe he wants to put up a fight. We tell them that they're crooked. Let's engage his feisty nature. I've done enough fighting for one lifetime more than my share of losing, darn it. Time's come to hang up the gloves. What can we entice him with? Okay. Let's tell him there's something crooked about them. Yeah, they're all crooks. Like cockroaches. Stamp one out and another one comes scurrying along to take its place. So he just wants to hide and nothing's happening. It's gonna make me say.
Jeff's brow perked up.
What'd you say? Go ahead and hide them there. Okay. Call him chicken. Call him chicken.
Sensing some traction, Luca carried on with vigor.
Let a bunch of kids do what needs to be done. We're not afraid.
Jeff's scowl faded with a sigh.
Say what you will about old Jeff, and they all do. But you'll never hear him say I hid from nothing.
One good stomp of the foot was all Jeff needed to drive his point home.
What is it you kids needed? Some sort of disguise. I've got just the thing. And while we're at it, that crate should come in handy. This ain't gonna be free, you know. I'm thinking 5 bags of sour gob should cover it. Put it on my tab.
Luca offered out his open hand to seal the deal. With a firm and dusty grip, Jeff reciprocated.
Done. Swing by first thing in the morning. Okay, that was a little tough, but alright. Is this the crate? Because we need it to hop on and get into a window or something. Alright. Isn't this Iggy? Oh, that was Iggy.
Albert's Muse
Okay.
just redeemed frozen treats. Island
One
Sorbet
sorbet
stream.
stream. Okay. I will go and get it. Hold on a second. So this is, for those of you not in the know, this is what I picked up at Costco. Thank you to Halbert's suggestion. So this is Island Way Sorbet with a little bit of cream. I can't have the grapefruit for medical reasons. I've tried the mango passion, which is good. The zesty pomegranate had a nice lemon taste to it. So the next one for me to try is the coconut one. My hands are totally going to freeze, by the way. So here's the coconut one. And it actually comes, all of the fruits come in real fruit shells. So there's like a coconut in here. Teeny tiny coconut. See? Heavenly Coconut, that's what this one was called. My brother is coming next weekend probably for the holiday, so he can eat the rest of the grapefruit stuff. Yeah, there's also another redeem that's available that I was waiting for you to redeem today. This is really, really good. My fingers are gonna freeze. It's not so much I'm cold. Actually, I will go get my blanket, but my fingers are gonna freeze shortly. This is really good. Oh my goodness, this is so good. Thank you. Thank you for that redeem. I brought like a bigger thing. Hold this. Okay, so Iggy and Tish are the bully's friends. We're trying to recruit them to the cause. Yeah, that's what it is. Hey, look who it is, and all she says is, yup. Luca, are you here to try to tickle us to death again? Okay, so on this timeline, we did something weird, and we tickled them instead of, like, fighting them. But at least the bully didn't get accidentally sprayed, like, toxic chemicals that deformed his face. So we've avoided that in this timeline. Look here. Just hear me out.
Iggy raised an eyebrow suspiciously.
Figure out what the bully's name is, Iggy. We're listening. Iggy, I know we've both been giant bags of... Why? Why does it... I thought it almost got me to say it when we were trying to convince Jeff. But, you know, calling him a chicken and hiding worked. You're a giant bag of duties. To each other.
Iggy gave a reluctant shrug.
He's like, yeah, so what? You're not wrong. But lately, life has been kind of, strange, hard, or crooked. Think yes, a giant cappuccino soft serve. Or a mochaccino, like, what, Selma makes with her, I forgot what the coffee brand was, and then her Milo powder. That's always strange. Life has been strange, you know?
Iggy considered the point.
He's actually thinking about it. Things have been weird around here. So, I'm offering a truce and asking for your help. Why do you say we... Well, I'm gonna call him a chicken. I will appeal to his destructive little punk nature and break some stuff up. Oh, break our hostilities, at least for now. I thought he was gonna say, let's go F things up and trash the place. It still appeals to him. We do like breaking things. Even if a truce means last breaking things. What if I told you there was a way to have a truce and break things? Oh, here we go. I'm listening. Go on. I need you to cause a distraction so I can sneak into Perennial Harvest HQ. Maybe he's gonna set off the fireworks again?
A wild-eyed grin spread across Iggy's face.
My, Luca Van Horn. I'm impressed. And after all this is all done, maybe you and Tish can come hang out at the treehouse sometime. He's extending the olive branch.
Iggy glanced over to Tish, who nodded in agreement.
Say it. Fine. But not because we want to see your crappy treehouse. We just like to cause chaos.
With a quick nod, Luca was off.
Okay, so we have our 3 people. Recruited, so now we're up to Ocean 6. We have Jeff, Iggy, and Tish. Rolo's gonna get... Oh, no. Ocean's 9. Jeff is gonna get his... Rolo's gonna get his sister and her friend. And then Becca's gonna get her mom. Did you hear that, Tish?
Iggy gazed up at Tish with a smile.
He invited us to hang out at the treehouse.
A single tear ran down Tish's cheek.
She speaks. We're expected this day to come. So they've just been mean and cold because we never invited them to the treehouse. How wonderful.
Chapter 7.
I think I'm finally on the last causality branch because things seem to be speeding up and wrapping up.
Into the hive. A good heist requires preparation, and thorough preparation takes time, something they had precious little of. So far, everything was in order. Jeff, Iggy, and Tish all agreed to do their part. Beck radioed Luca that night with a simple and covert message. We are locked and loaded on my end.
So he convinced his sister, even though he had the aging formula sprayed on him, and his sister loves him so much that she agreed to this cockamamie plan.
And Rollo, after a lengthy confession, managed to persuade Roxy and Fitz to help.
That was it, Fitz. So 6, 7, 8. Maybe it is 9.
He stowed away in mission control for the night to avoid attracting attention.
Beck's mom.
Rollo, being uniquely suited for the role, would be the first to breach perennial harvest. The outfit provided by Jeff wasn't perfect, but a convincing disguise is 10% wardrobe, 90% confidence. Rollo took a few vigorous breaths and shook out his arms.
Oh my god. He just had a mustache and a tool belt with a wrench. He's gonna go in and say, I'm supposed to fix something here. Stay calm, Rollo. You got this. That's why we needed the crate. Got your delivery right here. A delivery? I don't have anything in my notes about a delivery. One moment. So sorry, but there's no delivery scheduled for this morning. Right.
He had to think quick.
That's because this goes directly to the founder. He asked that it be secret.
Rollo sighed, adjusting his tool belt.
Know how the founder can be. I suppose we can leave this one off the record? Harvest awaits and such.
With a stroke of his mustache, Rollo proceeded into the Perennial Harvest headquarters.
Gosh, oh my god. Harvest waits. Package here for the founder. Oh, I didn't hear anything about. Okay, he's gonna have to go through a spiel every time. Yeah, this is a need to know kind of thing. I'll just check.
He stammered and flipped through the pages of his clipboard.
This goes directly to the founder. I don't have time to fill you in. Oh, I see. If you could just complete this form.
Rollo interrupted with urgency in his voice.
Every time with the forms. Boy with the poodles already. Look, if you want to explain to the founder why I'm late, well, it's your funeral. I'm sorry. What did you say your name was again? I'm
Rollo panicked.
gonna come up with another weird name. Waits, sir. That's a restricted area. Excuse me, sir. The weights. Ready to light this candle, Tish? Yep, so we're gonna set off more fireworks. Yep. He's back to the monosyllabic responses. Suck on this, perennial ham-fist. What was that?
The distraction was enough for Rollo to regain his confidence.
Just open the damn door. I've got a job to do.
The clipboard fumbled around in a frenzy.
I should check on that noise. Oh, come on. Just buzz me in already. Okay, okay. That feels like such a Nelson. Ha ha. As he's walking away. Ew. That was close. Harvest awaits. Hey, I figure when in doubt, stick with the classics. Well, that was a close one. Got ice cream on my shirt. But you pulled it off. Nice work, Frola. Excuse me. Almost got sorbet on my shirt. Alright, everyone knows what to do? Yep. Deep engineering is to the north. Oh yes, we're rescuing her mom. I'll go with that. In case she needs some muscle. Because now he's big and he can be the muscle. I'll head east to the founder's office. You two be safe. Okay, the founder's office is next on our checklist. Okay. I'm starting to get to like the core of the coconut. I'm just scraping, so now I'm just gonna have like ASMR scraping getting that sorbet out because I can't like this on stream because that would be very inappropriate. But I would hate to leave one tiny little bit of this delicious heavenly coconut. So pardon all the clicking and clacking on here. Of all the shells, I prefer the cage here. Hey, if we finish this, I might switch to the next one. Of all the shells that they've used, the fruit shells, so far I prefer this one. The orange and the lemon are the other two I tried. Like the lemon had, because I was touching it, and besides it being cold, I was getting that like lemon smell and a little bit of like the white of the lemon and the white of the orange are actually very bitter. So it was kind of giving like that aftertaste. Versus the hollowed out coconut doesn't really, affect much of anything. Okay, that's it. Now I can warm my fingers and put my gloves on actually. So I think it's ingenious packaging so that you're not using plastic waste to put something away, and it's disposable, compostable, biodegradable. But I don't know, maybe if you're like planning it for a party, you could do that. You could like prepare like fruit rinds, halves of fruit rinds to put like ice cream or sorbet in it. Not that I'm dancing anymore, but if this was still a thing, I might save the coconut half and drill some holes and make a coconut bikini for a different dance that we used to put on when we performed. But I'm gonna need bigger coconut. Okay. We are going. Where did Rolla go? Rolla went this way, right? So I'm going to go elsewhere? Yeah. So we're going the other way. The perennial harvest reception, where we came here. So it's the sun. Why is a water cooler in the hallway odd? Oh, not even any cups for the water. Well, maybe everybody has reusable plastic water bottles like this, and they refill it. Like every time I would go into my office, I have a TARDIS, my water bottle. So as not to waste things. Or maybe they have a water tank there because they want to pretend like, you know, they have coworkers that come and get water. Hey, didn't I just come this way? Hallway to nowhere. Great. What's going on here? This is a fake office. Is this some sort of mind game? Messing with me. Another hallway to... Getting lost here. Okay, the plant wasn't here before. The whole place just feels fake. Yeah, it does. But of all things, a fake plant. Solomon. Build drill holes into the sides of the cat's furniture. Oh, actually, okay. If you want to do the redeem, you want to do the other redeem that's there that I haven't had for a while, I can show you something about that. I don't know if you want to wait till after, like, we get to the thing. Okay, thank you. We'll leave the
Albert's
other
Meals
stuff
just
for
redeemed
later.
box.
I'll turn on lights. You can see things. So I'll do like a freebie redeem of another box because, like I said, I went to Lowe's today, so I have things for the repairs I'm conducting. So this, I got like a shower head diverter because, you know, it was an impulse buy. I saw it on there. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I like twist your arm into like doing the redeem? Whatever. So this I'll install myself tomorrow. But I have a new faucet that I cannot install myself. I'm actually having someone install it, but this is what I want to go get. So at least, yeah, it's very nice. I don't like the one we have right now. This is more room. Like I keep hitting my hands on the thing every time. So now hopefully I won't. Okay. Dude, of all the things I forgot to get scissors. But I have a big box, huge box that came in that I've been waiting to stream so you can open it and redeem it. So it's like huge. Like really big, huge. So in anticipation for Comic-Con, I have to improve my cosplay as a Tribble mom. I bought more Tribbles. So I'm going to figure out a way how to do this. So these are not actual Tribbles. These are, if I can get the right scheme on here. So these are actually like little pom-poms or like beanies to attach to the top. So because the other Tribble mom I ran into had like a muff and she had like Tribbles like wrapped all around it, I was thinking I could do that with these ones, with these little pom-poms. Oh, yes. Okay. So I was going to use those, and I got these like magnets. Like they work through cloth. Sorry, they're all sticking together because it's magnetic. So I was gonna like attach a magnet to one of these and then put it on like on my clothing, you know, like at different parts of my outfit, or like maybe actually make like some sort of muff sleeve, like the one I saw. You like just hold it and to have like a cup, and I would stick the Tribbles to it. So it'd be a different Tribble accessory. If you remember from my Disneyland photos when I went in 2019, we got like the porgs and a baby Groot for my shoulder, and that's how they do it. They just have like the magnetic stuff to stick together. So that's one. Okay, here's the other exciting stuff. I have the new phone that I had to get because I drowned the other one in Hawaii. So I finally broke down and I'm getting a phone case. Well, I don't think Porgs and Tribble, I mean, I could break the theme and have like Star Trek and Star Wars on me. Oh, unfortunately, I don't know that you can see that. It's very hard to see with the light, but there's like kind of a Hawaiian floral design. Maybe if I take off the plastic, you can see it better. So I have this one. Because I have to get Hawaiian things. Oh, you can see it now without the plastic. So this one fits my new phone. And I couldn't find this, believe it or not. We went to a lot of places and I just could not find cases that fit my phone, let alone and cute Hawaiian stuff. Everything's just like blingy, and I am not a bling girl. But wait, there's more. Why get one phone case when you can get 3? This is what happens when I no longer get my comic books. I find other avenues of things to invest in. Because the other case, while it's it's pretty and it has the Hawaiian design, the Hawaiian floral design that I like, is missing, like, it didn't have screen protector, and it didn't have like the thing on the back, because I used to have a little pop socket, and it's just really awkward. I hate holding the phone. So this one has the screen protector included, and it also has like the little magnetic thing on the back, and you can attach like a little ring to it as well. I think it's probably in this case. I have no. And I got 2 because yeah, so this one I got in black, and this one I got in purple, in case I want to switch. Yeah, but it seems pretty easy to put together. In case I want to, change it up at one point and do separate things. That's the excitement of the things I got. It's not as exciting as me opening Funko Pop boxes or comic books and all the cool little whatever things I get. But this is what my life is reduced to now that my comic book place has shut down. Yeah, it says it's supposed to work with the touchscreen and with the fingerprint reader, so I have to test it. Wait, there's more. So remember how I was looking for that CD thing, that song in the CD, so I can rip it to Smeel? I ended up buying an external CD DVD RW drive, because nothing anymore includes having this on there. So now I have to attach it to the. It's pretty standard, because it has just a USB thing to connect to the laptop. I was gonna test it with this other like portable DVD drive that I bought years ago when I started flying. But if this one can rip things much easier, instead of just playing them, it will probably work to rip the songs. And then I can upload that one to Smeel. Heat. There's more. Remember what this one is. Can't remember what this one is. I was just shopping for so many things, and I just got them all at once, and I still more things to buy, because I just realized when I bought this, I didn't get the attachment, because now I have to use like the Bluetooth stuff with the new phone and the iPad. Oh gosh, the iPad stuff too. I have to get things for that. Okay, this is less exciting. It's a range hood for the kitchen. Ours is broken. So this is like more handyman hardware stuff that I have to install. And my poor mother has had no range hood this whole time. So I'm a bad daughter. And because I'm tired of pulling all the same extension cords from the living room to here every time I stream, I just ended up getting new power surge protectors. And this one has like a lot of plugs, and it plugs in flat to the wall, and also has like USB places to plug it in. And also, why get one when you can get two? I have a problem, I know. Last but not least, have a new car vacuum that also inflates the tires and does the pressure as a pressure gauge check. I can inflate 5 tires, so I can inflate pool floaties and anything like that. Yes. So I gave my baby the car vacuum when I gave him my SUV, but I was left without a car vacuum, so now I have one again. All right, that's all for the box redeem. Thank you so much for redeeming it for me. I'm a silly person who got excited for, yes, practical purchases. So thank you for that. Alright, so while we're pacing around here, I'm actually quite lost. I have not kept track of where we were going. We ran into Solomon, the mastermind behind all of this.
Solomon stopped in his tracks.
Huh? What are you doing here? It's a long story. Are you okay? Oh yeah, because in this timeline, I don't know that poor innocent Solomon is not so innocent for Valentine, pretending to be a kid and not dead.
A veneer of confusion flashed across Solomon's face. His words rushed out dramatically.
No, I am most certainly not okay. Some strange people grabbed me and... Were they in hazmat suits? Yes, how did you know? They brought me here and locked me up, and when they were distracted, I ran. Dang. Okay, you should stick with me. We've got a plan. Oh no, we're definitely gonna die because we're bringing in the bad guy with us, but we don't know he's the bad guy.
Solomon's facade briefly faltered.
We? Yeah, Rollo and Beck are headed to deep engineering. Thank heavens you found me. We've got to get out of here. We can't leave just yet. But they'll catch us again. I've got to do something first. When you were running, did you happen to see a door marked Founder? Founder, why are you looking for him? I'm not. I just need to get into that office. Now that you mention it, I do think I saw a door that said Founder. It was just down this way. Oh, do not follow him.
Luca happened to notice a plaque above the door.
And guess what it said? Office of the Founder. Right there. Knocking comes with consequence. Oh, here it is. And Solomon was going to take me in the completely opposite direction. So it is. It It's pretty lucky that I ran into you, or else I might have missed it. Truly fortunate.
Luca tried the handle.
Locked.
Solomon leaned forward to examine the mechanism.
Regrettably, it seems to be some sort of electric lock. I don't see how we could possibly beat a lock like that.
Luca smiled and looked at his watch.
Let's just wait a minute. Here comes Alona.
Minimal underscore gameplay just rated with 16 viewers.
Hello, Minimal Gaming. Welcome. Hold on a second. Let me get the shout out. Yes. I saw you. Oh, you were doing Sims 4. Awesome. I was playing that for a good chunk of this past year. How have you liked it? You are not a friend. Please be our friend. Yes, definitely I will be your friend. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming. I'm Alexis Machine. I'm a variety streamer. Today we're doing Beacon Pines. I think we're on the last legs of finishing this. It's a choose your own adventure kind of story. And we've died quite a lot, and we've invited the frozen apocalypse that engulfs the whole town a few times. So I think we might be close to finishing and not dying for the first time. Well, so fair warning, I don't, if you're gonna watch it, if you're gonna try and go through it again, you may not want spoilers, unless you're like me and you might forget everything you've seen. I'm enjoying it. I wasn't sure that this was something I would gravitate to, but I was on lazy mode and my friend knows me too well. So he said this is something I would like. I'm enjoying the artwork. It seems very minimal, but I do like that it's not as cutesy as it seems. There's like actually very deep and dark tones in this. Minimal in the fact that it doesn't have a lot of like noise. It's not a lot of distraction. It's very straightforward play, but I'm still going around. Yes, of course. Sorry with the name. It just doesn't have the flashy stuff that distracts. I want like a straight through storyline, but I'm still like running around and exploring everything. Yeah. Sorry, it took me a few seconds after you said that. But, you know, point of order, I enjoy minimal things. Because simple is always best, and minimal does not mean that there's not a lot of meat on the bone. It's just enhanced. So right now, we're up to the point where we've recruited our Oceans 8 or Oceans 9 for our final attack. No problem. Thank you so much for raiding and bringing your people. Go do your post-stream things. Go have quality time with your kitty cat. And thank you for the lurk and thank you for coming. So this is Beck's mom, who was banging on the transformer and hopefully turning off the power. I don't know what sort of funny business you're up to, but I like it.
She mimed a quick hat tip and ambled off with a whistle.
Howdy. Good afternoon. I didn't hear that.
The light on the keypad changed from red to green.
How did you do that? It's good to have friends. It's good to be the king. Quick, let's get inside before someone spots us.
Luca switched on his walkie-talkie.
Hello, I'm in. As expected, there's a control panel. Great timing. We're stuck at a locked door marked 24601. Need you to get us through. What if someone catches us? We should get out of here. I'm not leaving my friend, Solomon.
On the computer screen, a green cursor blinked in a password field.
Surely you don't have a way to get around the password. Did I miss it? Oh, it's good. It's good to have friends, yeah.
Luca pecked out his best guess. Underground secrets. The screen blinked to life. Columns of green numbers glowed on a black background.
How did you just guess that? Oh, it's this absurd password Rollo heard when he was down here before. It's funny how someone arrogant enough to call themselves the founder uses such a basic password. Or they were thinking several moves ahead, not expecting anyone to guess something so simple. This is like calling your password, or, typing in 000 or 1 2 3 4 5 6 on all your combinations. Please don't do that. These villain types always end up outsmarting themselves.
Solomon's jaw clenched into a half smile.
Your powers of deduction are as impressive as your luck.
Luca quickly scanned the columns for number 24601.
Rollo, I think this should do it. Bingo, bango, doors open. Luca, you never fail to impress. What is that slippery lout even doing down here? We have a friend whose mom is in trouble. We're here to get her out. I see. Okay, Luca, I think we're close. The next door is marked 13806.
Once again, Luca scrutinized the numbers on the screen. In that moment of distraction, Solomon reached forward and pressed a large red button.
Maybe this one opens the lock. Correct. We've got company. Luca, must go faster. One sec, I can't think with all this noise.
He quickly skimmed the screen with his finger.
Here it is, 13806. Go, go, go. First those fumbling hands. My apologies, Luca. I accidentally on purpose hit the alarm. Don't beat yourself up. I know you were just trying to help. Not really. Someone threw the water. Aw, man. No water cup. Oh. Get going. Rello, are you okay? Rello, come in.
Mr. Kerr approached with a sneer and spoke into his walkie-talkie.
You can turn off the alarms. They're trapped.
With self-satisfaction, he called into the hallway.
That, my dears, is a dead end. Nowhere to run. Rollo, where are you? Are you okay? Yeah, I think we lost him. Making our way back to Nellie's office. Okay, you two rabble-rousers are coming with us. Yes! Distraction! Sleight of hand! It wasn't what's-her-face and what's-his-face. It was, Rollo's sister and her friend. Nope, we're not coming with you anywhere. Kick him in the shins! Or other places higher. Make a break for it. Did that little bleep just kick me? Don't just stand there after them. Okay, I think that worked. Roxy and Fitz have them on a wild goose chase. I'm having trouble following what just happened. Like I said, it's good to have friends. Bro, how long do you think Roxy can distract them? How long can Roxy keep someone so pissed off they can't see straight? Let's just say we've got time. Entering Nellie's office now. Mom! Oh, honey, what did you do to your hair? I thought you'd be happy. I finally used the Young Chemist Lab Kit. You have a knack for making me incredibly proud in the most frustrating ways. We need to get you out of here. Me? Who is your adult friend? He has a mustache. Oh, I'm not an adult. Ever heard of a growth spurt? I had more of a growth spew. No, that's not possible.
Nellie leaned over to examine his teeth.
Substantial banding on the enamel of the molars, consistent with Tempest's liquamine exposure. That's the liquid time. Is that what you call the gunk they forced me to drink? You drank it? Oh no. They told me I was only being tested on plants. They lied. Oh, back, sweetie, I promise I didn't know. Mom, what the hell is going on at this place? I was brought here to work on the discovery of a lifetime. A novel chemical compound we discovered under Beacon Pines in a wellspring they called the Source. They named it Tempest Liquamine. It pulls energy from its surroundings in order to fundamentally alter matter's relationship to time. That's why everything's cold. Pull energy from them, it no longer has heat. It was the secret to Valentine's fertilizer. This is why everything around the town is so cold and they're kind of moving into perpetual winter. And why, when we've done the frozen apocalypse the last few times we died, the entire town froze over instant quick, like on the day after tomorrow. They harvested the source, infusing small amounts of Tempest liquamine into the product. It worked wonders, drastically accelerating plant growth. Crops will be ready to harvest in a fraction of the time, but it led to complications. The foul harvest. Perennial harvest came in to clean up the mess, to succeed where Valentine failed. But Tempest liquamine is rebellious. Rebellious? You can think of it as a manifestation of itself. It's volatile by its very nature. So the more you try to force it to do a specific thing, the more it resists, yes. I can relate to that. My role was to finish the work of my predecessor, Dr. Prescott. That was the dude whose corpse they found in a dumpster. Harnessing Tempest liquamine to reliably manipulate an organism's age. Just imagine how many people we could feed. Mr. Kerr was very insistent that we achieve a successful result before today's festival. But you didn't, right?
Nellie sighed.
Oh boy. You know how much I love a good puzzle. I poured myself into the problem. It wasn't long until I discovered oddities in Dr. Prescott's notes. Prescott was purposely not advancing the project, and that's probably why they killed him. Not because he was failing, but because he was sabotaging it. Oddities? They contained obvious errors, mistakes that someone of his reputation would never make. So I fixed them, and now I get to replace my entire wardrobe. I really am truly sorry. Meh, those clothes were all hand-me-downs anyway. sounds like Dr. Prescott figured it out, got cold feet, pun intended, and intentionally sabotaged his own work. I had considered that possibility. I sent a letter asking him to clarify his thinking. Don't think she's gonna get a response anytime soon. Dr. Prescott is dead. Her had him killed. What? I overheard them talking about it on the radio. It's why we gotta get you out of here. I just... like, now. Wait, the vial. I finally solved the chemical equation allowing direct control of aging. Mr. Kerr picked it up just before you came. All the more reason we gotta hightail it. Luca, we've got Dr. Modwell heading your way now. Roger that. Be careful. Alright, everything's on track. And what is your plan for escape? I'll go over everything when they get here. In the meantime, maybe we can dig up some more info. Alright, time to snoop.
Luca tugged on each of the cabinets.
Dang, this must be the good stuff. They're all locked. Perhaps he's not as careless as you expected. It looks like the founder was helping Care plan the festival. Why would such a secretive leader be obsessed with the party? Only time will tell.
Luca held his hand up to the ashtray.
Still warm. Must have been in here recently. You know, smoking senses growth. Alice 80 proof whiskey. Hard drink for a hard man. Wow, even his ass alcohol is arrogant.
Solomon muttered inaudibly.
I should just smother you right now. What's that? I said I shouldn't bother you right now. Don't be silly, you're no bother at all. Let's see what else this bad boy has on it. Security system, time card logs, payroll. You know, for being so evil, this guy sure is boring.
Solomon once again muttered under his breath.
Just you wait, Henry Higgins. Huh? Oh, nothing. I'm really sorry you got dragged into this mess, Solomon. You needn't worry about me. Well, I feel bad either way. We're gonna get you out of this, I promise.
With a subtle, quivering lip, a smile crawled across Solomon's face. They heard the trampling of frantic footsteps from the hallway.
Lock it! Lock it! Lock it! Locked. That was close. When we left Nellie's office, it was swarming with the board. Barely got away. Did they follow you? I think yes. Before we start tossing blame around, it is possible someone ordered a pizza? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Definitely not pizza. But now, don't look at me. I'm officially retiring from heisting business. We're so sorry for the inconvenience. We just have a few questions. Just let me think. Can someone watch the door? Of course, and he's gonna open the door. Everyone else, huddle up. Oops. I think this little caper has gone on long enough. Solomon, no! Hush now, child, the adults are speaking. Dr. Modwell, a brief reintroduction is in order. We've never met in person, but we have corresponded. You see, it was I who hired you. Solomon, the pathetic orphan child. The powerful and enigmatic founder, Sharper, the fallen progenitor who created this town. Perennial harvest, Valentine fertilizer, all connected by a single thread. Yours truly. But that's...
Her eyes searched the floor in thought. Solomon watched eagerly, waiting for the flicker of epiphany. With a sickened look, she peered into his soul.
Ah, yes, now you've got it. From this liquid mind, you discovered how to reverse the process.
Solomon clapped with genuine delight.
There's that slow clap again. Very good, Dr. Modwell, very good. So the discovery wasn't intentional.
Solomon glanced down, examining his youthful form.
And the effects went a little too far for my tastes. That's why you needed me to finish Dr. Prescott's work. Which you did admirably. Mr. Kerr, the vial, please.
Kerr presented it with a theatrical twirl of the hand.
May I present you the eighth wonder of the...
Before he could finish, Rollo snatched the vial from Kerr's palm.
Wow, this stuff sounds pretty valuable. Be careful, you fool. You have no idea what you have in your hand. Actually, we do. You just did a whole evil villain monologue thingy about it.
Rollo casually tossed the vial to Luca.
Gosh, maybe I'll have a taste.
Luca jiggled the vial mockingly.
Seize him. Luca, over here. Move another inch and I smash it.
She held it tightly behind her back. Solomon sighed, speaking in crisp, measured syllables.
You have no plan. I'll smash it, I swear. Fine, risk killing us all. Or if you're lucky, nothing happens. Then what? We capture you and grant you much less leniency.
He pursed his lips with feigned sincerity.
But I give you my word, if you hand it over now, none of you will be harmed.
A deep uncertainty washed over Beck.
You're a smart girl, Beck. But there's no shame in being outwitted by someone smarter than you. We both know there is only one way this ends.
She looked to Nellie shakily. With a dispirited nod, Nellie sighed in defeat. Beck slowly approached Solomon.
That's a good girl. Beck, don't do it. We can't trust that jerk. I'm sorry, he's right.
With apprehension, Beck conceded. Solomon pocketed the vial and brushed off his shoulder with a sharp flick.
Mr. Kerr, you have allowed yourself to be humiliated by a group of children. Report to my office tomorrow for a performance review.
The blood drained from Kerr's face.
Of course, sir. But first you have a speech to make. Trot out there and give me the introduction I deserve. Oh yes, he's gonna go sing your laurels, sing your high praises after you've threatened him with a pip. And don't forget to smile. Yes, sir. And to think, all of this is thanks to the efforts of Mr. Van Horn. I don't understand. How is this all because of me? Ah, I said Mr. Van Horn, silly child. Dr. Walt Van Horn. Your father was always a thorn in my side. I offered him the opportunity to be a part of something great. But the fool was blinded by righteousness. He even broke into my laboratory in an attempt to sabotage my work.
Solomon shook his head with gratification.
The universe has a funny way of correcting course. By meddling with a force he didn't understand, Walt showed me its true potential. As fate would have it, Luca, your father's dying act was to grant me eternal life.
A muffled applause resonated faintly through the walls.
Well, that's my cue. After the festivities and my subsequent ascension, I will return to deal with you all. Until then, I suggest you use this time to reflect on the magnitude of your failure or in disappointed parent mode. I'm going to leave you here to think about what you've done. You three, keep post outside the door. Well, crap. Can't believe Beck sold us out like that. I'm not sure she had any other choice. So what now? What's the plan? I don't have one. Of course you do. You always have a plan. Rollo, you just need some time. Rollo, it's over. Lost. But did Beck really sell them out? I mean, she put that behind her hand, behind her back, and could have easily switched vials, had something else, dumped it, put some Mountain Dew in there.
Nellie was staring at the floor, deep in thought.
Sorry, Luca. Give me a minute to calm my mind. Hey. Sorry, Luca. I did what I had to do. I know. It's just we were so close. I've got a feeling that eventually Solomon will get what's coming to him. Time wounds all heals. Time seems like less of an issue for him now. Luca, there's something you should know. Mr. Kerr locked me in that office. I had nothing but time and curiosity. I poked around a bit, hoping to find means of escape, and I found something else. A note hidden in a false drawer. What sort of note? Dr. Prescott must have sensed his time at Perennial Harvest was growing short. So he left behind a letter with the hope it would be found by his successor. It was a confession of sorts. He left it for me, but its contents... Luca, I think they were meant for you. Why? What did it say? It was about an incident with your mother. So now he's going to find out that his mother hasn't disappeared and his grandma isn't his grandma. Connect the dots. Dr. Prescott found her in his lab with a stolen keyboard. There was an accident. She had been exposed to extreme amounts of Tempest liquamine.
The color dropped from Luca's face.
She survived. Dr. Prescott decided to help her recover. He no longer trusted Perennial, so he kept her whereabouts a secret. Over time, your mother led him to reconsider the purpose of scientific discovery. Science is often at the vanguard of change, but that doesn't mean it's always right. He realized that no one should have control over something as powerful as time itself. Now believe that's why he began to intentionally sabotage his own work. And it cost him his life. That's a reasonable conclusion.
Luca was overwhelmed with emotion.
But if she's alive, where has she been? Where is she now?
A sudden explosion sounded from the hull. Chapter 8. Comeuppance. Ears still ringing, Gran picked herself up off the ground. Through the dust and smoke, she looked over to see Mrs. Fratelli helping Hiram Tolliver to his feet. She'd had to beg, borrow, and steal to acquire those explosives. How many nights had she spent visualizing how she'd use them to make things right? And now, her one shot at destroying the source, that damned hole that swallowed so much of her life, was gone. Traded for this jagged hole in a wall and a foolhardy shot at rescuing Rollo. With Fratelli and Tolliver at her side, she stepped through. It was a strange feeling. The last time she'd stalked this maze of hallways, it was in a different body. They quickly rounded a corner to find a group of clipboards guarding a door. Something worth guarding is probably something worth seeing. She leapt forward, brandishing her cane. If her last chance at vengeance for things lost was truly gone, she would just have to fight to keep what she still had.
So, in the other timelines, because Rollo was safe, they had no reason not to continue with their plans. But in this timeline where Rollo was abducted and missing, the adults had to forgo their plan to bomb Source and instead try to find this lost kid, because it's one thing if the adults die and if they're, kidnapped and disappeared, but they'd gone too far kidnapping Rollo. So kidnapping Rollo was a good thing in this scenario, because instead of investing her time trying to bring up another frozen apocalypse, they used whatever explosives she was going to use to throw into the fountain, try and rescue Rollo. But the adults didn't know that Rollo rescued himself. And what are you doing here? Luca, what are you doing here? We're here to save Nellie. We're here to save Rollo. Hey, Mrs. Lucas Grant. That's awful nice of you. But I'm fine. Oh no, what did they... Grant, there's no time to explain. We have to go now. Come on, everyone, we've got a party to crash.
They made their way out from deep within Perennial Harvest, just as Solomon finished up his speech.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket.
We've got to stop him.
In one smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
No! Well, I guess that's it. We lost. I wouldn't be so sure about that.
With a mischievous look, Beck elbowed Luca. Remember when I had the vial behind my back?
Okay. We've already used junk, and it didn't work with Jeff. We used change in a different scenario, and it didn't. It just put us back into a different decision tree. We've already used malice, and it brought us to this timeline. So, would she have switched the potion with something harmless? Just a random change? Or, because they were threatening her mom, would she have put something mischievously in there? I'm gonna opt for malice.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little malice.
Malice? The whiskey from his office? Oh, that's right. That was the name of the whiskey. Yep, dude had an unfinished glass on his desk. Figured his grow juice could use a little hair of the dog. You can all call me Shark for Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
And now that's what I call 80 proof whiskey. Again with the buns. Damn, dude. Okay, and we got the Pop Goes to Weasel out with a bang achievement for this.
The crowd gazed in stunned silence at the now empty stage.
Okay, but we had 3 options, and since this was the final decision tree, I want to say even if we'd gone with junk or change, much like the very first decision tree where we lied to Gran, it would not have made a difference. It would still just give us different ending options, although now I kind of want to see the other 2 endings.
The quiet was broken when William Kerr sprinted off stage and into the distance.
And I love the fact that because this is wholesome, we don't see blood and guts spew everywhere. We just see cute confetti, just, flutter.
He was never seen around Beacon Pines or anywhere else for that matter again. Watching the silhouette of Kerr disappear over the horizon, Luca began to laugh. First, a low chuckle that became uncontrolled, heaving laughter. Through his tears, he was vaguely aware that the crowd had begun to laugh with him. The end. That was unexpected. Perhaps a bit of an absurd ending for my taste, but who am I to say?
I mean, yeah, but it's still funny.
I'm only writing the damn thing.
Okay, so it does give us an option, so okay. I want to see what the other endings are. Let's do change.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little change.
Little pocket change. Your unlucky penny. Yeah, I plopped it in the vial and no one was looking. What's that going to do? No idea. That's the beauty of science. Now we observe. You can call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
He went back. It tweaked him enough to make him a puppy. He's a baby, but he's still Sharper, right? What he was no longer matters. This is an innocent child. Yeah, but that innocent child still has like the wicked eyebrows. Well, hello, Mr. Baron. How are you doing? I apologize for all the harm my father has caused you.
Eris awkwardly cradled the squirming child. She looked to her brother, her voice shaking with uncertainty.
Contort and expand? What? Augustus, what do we do what Valentines always do? What must be done? I'll hurry home and prepare a crib for father, or young Sharper. That would be a great help, thank you. Okay, these two are completely deluded.
She looked back down at the infant with equal parts kindness and terror in her eyes. With a shake of her head, Eris addressed the crowd with a stern scowl.
Okay, everyone, the show is over. You may leave now. Okay. No, this is like the ending of The Omen. Okay, you don't stab Damien and then he gets to come back and do it again. I do not like this. I prefer him blowing
Epilogue. Beacon Pine's coldest summer on record came and went without much fanfare. Folks shared what they had and none were left wanting. The new school year was ushered in by the falling leaves of autumn.
And hello. Today has been a tumultuous day because I've had to deal with plumbing emergencies and I didn't know what I was going to game. I needed to finish this before I start my Comic-Con rundown next weekend.
After everything Luca, Rollo, and Beck had been through, middle school was bearable.
And I thought I wanted to do some taking out of my aggression and shooting things. That might still happen. I'm still kind of like hyped right now.
The chill of winter didn't seem to bother people much. They kindled a hope for a better future in their hearts. When spring arrived, farmers planted their crops with a sense of joy and optimism. And as the dawn of the first day of summer came again, its light slowly spread through the shallow valley. It crept over the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, and came to rest on a young boy sleeping at dawn. His mind at peace, knowing he is here for a reason.
But does he get to know his grandma is not his grandma? And what's going to come of young Sharper when he grows up? He's going to do the evil mastermind again and try and take over the world? Rollo, are you up yet? Roger that. It's a beautiful day at Mission Control. You gonna swing by? Be there in a minute. Alright, we're off to the treehouse. Thing over here.
Over time, Eleanor began moving Walt's old things out of the closet and into storage. Eleanor had moved back into her bedroom.
Okay, so we got the This is not Gran. This is his mother, but we didn't get to see the whole "Hi, it's me" scene.
And now that she wasn't sneaking out late, she even slept there most nights.
Oh, we don't have time to chill. Wrap this up. And now that Gran doesn't need to sneak around, no longer has her secret basement hideaway. I thought she was going to be out in the garden. Guess there's nothing to discover. Everything that's discoverable has been discovered. Alright, let's talk to Gran. Girl! I'm ready to go now. Go on without me. I'll meet you there. I've got a batch of jam to finish jarring. It's funny. I only started making jam as a way to send messages without anyone noticing. But now I enjoy it. Okay, but if Sharper Valentine tweaked the formula to grow younger, why couldn't they just fix that and give it to his mom and then give it to Rolo so that I could roll back time? If I could turn back time. Alright, so we're off to the treehouse. Wait, do we want to go say bye to Dad? They moved the gravestone. There's no more gravestone here. Because that's not really the gravestone anymore. I heard you and Rolo have big plans for that little tree house. Yeah, it started getting crowded after we revoked the max capacity 1 Rolo 1 Ruka rule. So we decided to expand. But at least we've got some help with that. Oh yeah, because they invited Iggy and Trish in there. How's the internship at Nellie and Alona's shop going? It's been great. I'm hoping it helps me get into the School of Agriculture up at State. Also, Nellie said she'd write a letter of recommendation, which would be huge. I just can't help but worry about leaving Rolo. He's grown up so fast, but he's still my little brother. Yeah, he had a heck of a growth spurt. I don't just mean grown literally. This morning he was up and finished his chores before I even had breakfast. Well, some of that might be his excitement about the treehouse renovations. Don't tell him this, because it'll go to his head, but I'm really proud of that little punk. I'm sure he feels the same way, but he's just too dang proud to tell you. I know. Can we plant? Well, they are planting trees, I guess. Hey Gus, how's the tree planting going? Couldn't be better. I'm so grateful to Alona and Lily for letting me help. I just wasn't built to be a mayor. Too much bureaucracy. Yes, we finished cleaning up the sidewalks. Okay, they're employing the clipboards to do something productive at least. What's next?
When Perennial Harvest collapsed, most of the clipboards skipped town. But some stuck around and dedicated themselves to making things right.
Anyone with a knack for art can help paint the new offices. You can count on us. Well, it looks like you really found your calling. I never really felt comfortable telling people what to do. Now, this right here, This is something I can be proud of. Okay, before we go see Rollo, let's check in with the other people. How's the nap been this morning? The most underrated part of a good nap. Yes, I will talk to every NPC before I move on with the rest of the story. Is the view. The view is getting greener every day. Nice. I see you decided on a name. Yep, we had to clear out all the old stuff before putting on the final touch. Slow and Dirty Harvest is now official. Oh, Baron, you came in and this is why this is now named Slow and Dirty. I like it. It was actually Nellie's idea. There's still a lot of work to do with the name Thirst as a reminder. Just because progress is important doesn't mean change shouldn't happen fast. In fact, I've learned that the more you care about something, the more important it is to take things slow. Our motto is go slow and fix things. Amen to that. Okay, do I have time to go snoop elsewhere? Apparently not. Alright. They let me do one scene with other NPCs and that's it. Fine. Hey, can I at least talk to the dude? Luca, get this. I managed to reel in an actual fish. Sama, hey! Seriously? Yeah, an honest to goodness flip-floppin', swim-swamming fish. I don't think I've ever caught an actual fish here. It's been at least 7 years since I've caught one. I'd say it's a good omen. What do you do with the fish? Tell me you put it back. Oh, I released it back to the pond. Yes, you should. I'm hoping to catch it again tomorrow. Just catch and release for the whole thing. So now that they're no longer using a source as a fertilizer, the ground is getting warmer, the trees and the bugs and everything is coming back. They're able to plant things and keep them growing. And now there's even fish in the pond. A little higher. Yep. Little lower. Yep. Little higher. Yep. I'm telling ya, the angle isn't the issue. We need more power to the radio. Luca, there you are. Okay, we've picked off checking in with Rollo at the treehouse. Would you tell him it's not the angle? Hey, I'm not in charge of the antenna redesign. Fine, Iggy, just don't do anything drastic until we get back. Who, me? Fish, you're in charge while I'm gone. Yup. It'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. If we really want mission control to turn into something bigger and better, we have to loosen our grip a bit. You're right. Lead the way. Okay, now we go meet back at her house. So we can go the other way. Go meet them over there. Sorry, Baron. I know this is confusing. You came like at the tail end of me finishing this story. It's a choose your own adventure mystery caper thing. Hold on. Let me see if I can talk to people over here. Luca, do you want a biscotti? On the house. I don't really have time. Yes, you do. It's a cookie. Cereal, you gotta come and see this. I finally did it. I pulled the perfect espresso. Aw, Lumi, I didn't know better. I would think you're proud of something. As if. I didn't know. It's too late. You're now officially a person that cares. Alright. Okay. Go see... I'm glad you swung by. More follow-up questions for your story? Nope, I got everything I needed. Thanks again for that. I sent a draft of the story to a reporter in Capital City, and they offered me an internship. Of course they did. You're an amazing reporter. I don't know about all that. A story about a phony corporation that picked up an entire town of people and moved them to cover up a massive illegal mine shaft full of incredible hazardous chemicals sort of writes itself if you think about it. Just don't forget us when you become a fancy big city reporter. Capital City isn't that far away. I'm gonna have to come back from time to time to check in and see what sort of new trouble you've gotten yourself into. Sorry to disappoint, but my adventuring days are over. Ah, we both know that's not true. What makes you say that? Call it a reporter's intuition. Okay. Mrs. Fratelli says open.
Mrs. Fratelli glowed with a carefree smile.
Is that your suitcase? That is 2 weeks of unencumbered tranquility. Excuse me? Would you be so kind as to take my order? 2 weeks of sand, margaritas, and forgotten obligations. Excuse me? I'd love to place an order.
Mrs. Fratelli sighed with a zen-like calm.
Just as soon as the lunch rush ends. I'll be a feather on the wind. You're going on vacation? For the first time in years. And I've got you and your mom to thank. Why's that? Didn't tell you yet, she's coming to work at the diner. You two are gonna fill in for me at the diner while I'm gone. Just like old times. It's fine. I'll wait. Okay, so that's our summer plans. What's today's news that needs knowing? I'll give you tomorrow's headline today. Our old friend Patrick C. Montesquieu, aka William Kerr, just performed the stirring rendition of the Iceman Comet at the State Correctional Facility. I hear there wasn't a dry eye in the house. Well, I guess he has plenty of time to work on his craft. Young Mr. Van Horn, and there's the wicked young Sharper. How's little Solomon, or Sharper, doing? Young Sharper seems to enjoy nature more than I. Though we do a lot of strolling these days. Has he, attempted to crawl out of his crib and flout world domination? Yeah. Thankfully, no. I spoke at length with Dr. Modwell, and she feels that Dr. Sharper's infant has not developed enough to retain its previous memory. For all intents and purposes, the child is unmolded clay. Let's hope he's a little nicer the second time around. That is the objective, yes. But really, all I can do is try and help. The activities I'm endeavoring to find less distasteful. Well, I think you're doing a great job. The whole town is ready to help out however we can. I can't wait to teach him to throw a baseball.
Eris did her best to ignore the tears welling in her eyes.
That would be acceptable. He looked to his friends with a thankful smile. After everything that could have gone wrong, everything that did go wrong, we made it. The end.
Closing her eyes, Miss Hatch took a deep, relaxing breath.
Did we finish the book? Oh, hello, Luca. How are you? Really good, actually. That's wonderful. Did I miss anything? I think you're pretty much up to speed. Yeah, so we're starting at one end of the town to get to the other. Let's go say hi to Iggy first.
Over the school year, Kato and Bert had become close friends.
Or sorry, Kato. Did you know that covered up the source, they found a new species of fungus? Yep, and they are studying it in labs. Did you know that? Beacon Pines is now the smallest town in the county? Yep, close to the population before perennial harvest moved in.
It typically went on like this for quite some time.
Yeah, this is the kid who, like, argues things. He's gonna do spoilers about the next comic book issue. Can't believe it's over. Yeah, the town's really starting to turn a new leaf. Alan, I was talking about Hank Atomic. I just finished the last issue. How was it? As great as always. Hank finally returned to Earth. Spoilers! But I just feel weird now. Weird can be cool. It just means you're ready for something new. Any suggestions? You could ask Miss Patch about what she's always reading. She seems to really enjoy it. Huh, maybe I'll do that. Okay, let's see if... Oh, there's... Almost missed another potential NPC.
Luca peeked over Piper's shoulder, played stealthily inside a large volume of mathematics.
She's always doing homework.
Was the first issue of Hank Atomic.
And now she's sneaking a comic book in her math book. Piper, are you reading Hank Atomic? Do you mind not telling anyone? I've kind of got a reputation to hold. Oh, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Just about every kid in town reads a comic. Honestly, I'm excited for you. What I'd give to start over fresh. To experience it again for the first time. I guess that's the downside of finishing something nice. At least now I can enjoy it again through you. Promise to tell me about it as you go? Sure thing. And kind of a slide comment about the nature of this whole choose your own adventure. Alright, let's see if Nuncreed has changed his ways. Hey, Mr. Nuncreed. I'm gonna go see my dad in a bit. Did you want to come with? Even after everything I did, you still...
Mr. Nuncreed shook his head.
You really are your brother's son, aren't you? I don't think I'm ready for that yet. Well, you're always invited. I bet he'd love to hear from you. I'll visit Walt in my own time. You run along now. Wait a minute. Why does Jeff have kids over here?
With perennial harvest gone, the transportation tubes were left unused.
Someone come on. No one is too big, no one is too small. For Jeff's wild ride, oh, he is using the tubes for kids to, like, have toboggan rides in the summer.
Well, maybe not completely unused.
Just one piece of candy for the ride of your life. Who's next? Me. So it's Jeff's wild ride. Guess what? Yesterday I saw Dynasty's Tidius. Yeah. Okay. And that's good? It's great. I haven't spotted one of those in years. At this rate, Beacon Pines is going to come to the bug capital of the county. It's going to become the bug capital of the county. I don't think we need to make it to the warehouse, though. There's nothing here for us to see anymore. No. Hello. Beck's been waiting. I have news I think you'll enjoy. This morning, I unpacked last box. You're officially moved in. It's just a box. Let's not blow this out of proportion. It sounds an awful lot like putting down roots. I guess I decided this place is root-worthy. You're going to be stuck with me for the foreseeable future. I do have to warn you, most years aren't going to be as interesting as this one. I think I'll manage. Ready? Before we go, there's a bit of a surprise. That's a tree. Are we gonna... Oh, are we gonna go plant a tree in our dead dad's grave? I think so. My mom's prepared this tree especially for you. You didn't have to do that. It wasn't just them. It's about the whole town pitched in. We all owe you. It should do okay in the cold of old beacon pines. And thrive as things weren't. That's perfect. I'm getting teary-eyed. When you're ready to take Jeff's wild ride to the old. Okay, let's finish this. I don't have any candy though, because Mr. Nuncree won't sell me candy. Ah, you got it. Now that's a good looking treat. Being a special occasion and whatnot, this ride's on the house. You're gonna want to hang on tight to that little tree. We go wee down the phone booth. That's not a phone booth.
I think this is it. The end I've been waiting for.
A little saccharine and happy, but I'll allow it.
Honestly, I began to lose hope of ever finding it. But then you came along. I don't know exactly how to thank you. It's hard to explain how much this means to me. It's funny, now that our time together is finally ending. I'm at a loss for words. Let's just watch the end together.
Done. Good little tree. Best little tree. Thank you, children. Yeah, thanks for everything. Ducks only did what any super awesome best buddy would have done. Should probably give you some. Good? Yeah. It's been a wild year. How are you feeling? Everyone keeps asking me that. Fine, really. Always says the only thing fitterer than a fiddle is a cello. I feel like a dang cello. Well, if you ever stop feeling like a cello, I'm here. I know, you didn't have to say it. You two make an awesome pair. Excuse me? We're a trio now. Yep. Thanks. There's just one thing missing now that you're a part of our group. Missing? Let me tell you a little story about a man named Hank Atomic. Oh, he's gonna get her into reading the comic book. Oh, I won't be long. Be waiting for you back at the phone booth. I've Perfect way to start our summer. Got some good friends. I'm so proud of you. Your father would be so proud. Can I ask you a question? Do you ever dream about Dad? A night goes by that I don't. You ever afraid that you're going to forget him? Forget what he looked like? Forget his voice? Because so much of it gone in. He loved that old dream, but I know he would have loved this one more. Because his two favorite people planted it. I'll give you 2 minutes. Hey, Dad. Dr. Modwell says that in the next few years this place should run, so you won't have to be so cold for much longer. I think I finally understand about that name. The things you believed in, big things. Those beliefs were the things that made you. If you wouldn't have stood up to Sharper, stood up for what you believed in, you wouldn't have been the same person. You had to go. That didn't mean you loved us. Not visit you as much as you do. Now you understand. So we didn't get to do the other junk ending, but lettuce. Okay, I can see why Slur gave me this. Yes, it was a little what's the word? Not schmaltzy, but it was a little too cute for cuteness sake in some areas, but it still kind of tugged at your heartstrings a little bit. But still dealt with very serious themes. I'm gonna need to compose myself while we let the credits roll. Sama, if you're around and you feel like playing it up, let me know. Be taking a quick break, and then I'll hit something up because I'm still too wound up, like I said. So I'm on a high. I'm feeling good. We can keep streams going. Let's just change over. Sorry, I thought the credits would go a little longer, or at least the music for the credits. Okay, it does let me do the change the junk ending. Just because I want 100% completion. We probably should have picked this first, and then would have had like the second real ending, and then we'd have had the what do you call it? Like the malice ending with him blowing up.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little junk.
Oh, she put cigar ash from the ashtray. How did the ashes get into the vial? It was pretty easy to mess with the vial when it was behind my back. Oh, that's sneaky. Well, it's a bad habit anyway. Paul always says bad habits are like 50-yard field goals. Huh? Hard to kick.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
He became ashes from the cigarettes. Or the cigar ashes. Well, that's one way to kick a bad habit. It kicks you.
As the last of what was once Sharper Valentine wafted into the air, the crowd began to disperse, still numb from what they had just observed. Sharper Valentine was gone for good. His end would be a new beginning for Beacon Pines, a new chance to let go of the things they had lost and grab hold of a new future. The end.
I mean, that could have been a valid ending, but we would not have had redemption for Eris, so to speak.
Well, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a bit gratifying. If that feels to you like a good note to end on, I won't stand in your way.
But we're gonna leave the ending as it was. So it should have gone like that. That one first, then change, and then Malice. But whatever. We did as I think. Let me double check. How my achievements are on this. I am missing 3 achievements. Okay, so I'm missing the watermelon bongo. I smacked that melon really good. I guess I didn't smack it enough. Yes, chef. Satisfy all customers in the cooking minigame. Did I not do the cooking? Catch all the fish. Okay, I did the you know what? There's something in the cooking thing where it kind of wigged out and it wouldn't let me finish that one. Also, I did the angling thing like over and over, and then it just started repeating the fish. Okay, fine. I'll let it go. I got all but 3 of the achievements. I was really, really hoping for 100% on everything. I got as much as I could. Give me a second while I switch over and Fortnite for a little bit.